Hey everybody, it's Becky. I'm back with another video in my Homeschool Heart to Heart series. If you don't already know, maybe you do and you're sick of hearing me say it, but we homeschool now, but my oldest daughter, who's 12, we took her out of public school in the middle of 4th grade. So she had a couple years of public school education before we started homeschooling her. My youngest daughter, who is 6, has been homeschooled from the beginning. We did pre-K and kindergarten, and she's getting ready to start 1st grade. So she's never had like a school experience of going to school every day and leaving her parents and 6 hours at school and all that stuff. And she was really young when my oldest was in public school, so she probably doesn't remember a lot of the times we would go to visit and go to award ceremonies and things like that. So she really doesn't remember much about that. But when I have a friend who is a teacher. Of course, it's summer vacation right now here, but the schools are closed, but the teachers are there working on setting up their rooms and stuff. And so I have a friend that's a teacher. We went there the other day to take her some supplies that I didn't need anymore and I wanted to give her in case she wanted them for her classroom. And of course it has that school smell like all schools have, and it was again kind of goes back to my what I miss about public school video that I did. You get those little tugs at your heartstrings that are like, am I doing the right thing? Is homeschooling the right thing? And man, I really miss certain things about public school. And it was sad because my youngest daughter was like so excited about the decorations that we saw. We were passing all the classrooms and everything, and it's pretty close to school starting, so everything's pretty much set up and everything's decorated and everything, and the doors are all cute. There's cute bulletin boards in the hallway, and my youngest daughter was like oohing and awing over all the pretty things hanging from like the classroom ceilings and the decorations and stuff, and I started to feel really bad, and I thought, man, I had that little twinge of, not regret, but just feeling like I miss, again, certain parts of public school. Now, I know I wouldn't want to send her to public school, either one of them, but I just felt bad because my youngest was so excited about all the pretty decorations, and I know my oldest was kind of like, oh man, you know, and they love homeschooling too, but they have that same kind of a twinge every once in a while about public school that I do. And so I thought, I feel really bad. I told my mom, I texted her and I said, I felt bad because my littlest was so excited about the pretty classrooms, and I thought, I wish I could give her that. And then I thought, I can give her that. I mean, I do try to keep our classroom, you know, my office and our homeschool room in the same room. But I try to decorate it and keep it pretty for the girls, and so I was thinking I could probably up my game a little bit in that category and make it a little bit more decoraty and theme-ish for them, just to make it extra special. So this video is kind of about just making homeschool special. And so that's one thing I plan on doing, is upping my decor game. I'm actually thinking of getting some things to hang from the ceiling. Now I have to be a little bit careful because it's not a huge room and we do have a ceiling fan, so there's not a whole lot of space to hang things, but I do want to try to find some things to maybe do in the corner or something where they can hang and be pretty and kind of look like the classroom that they saw that they loved so much, that had butterflies hanging from the ceiling. So I'm thinking about doing that, maybe not butterflies, but I'm thinking about doing something. And my youngest already has a bulletin board, which I try to keep decorated really cutely for her with like borders and stuff. And each girl has a piece of glass on the top of their desktop, like right where they write, and usually we'll decorate things like that. So I can always do things like that. So just to encourage you, if you have a homeschool room or you have like their own little desk or somewhere, wherever your kids do their schoolwork, maybe do something to make it a little bit more special. Let them personalize it somehow, or buy them something special for their desk that sits there and they get to look at and that's theirs to look at. Just something to kind of up the game as far as making your homeschool space as cute and as pretty and child-friendly as you can. So that's something I'm going to plan on working on and seeing what I can come up with. A couple of things that we already do, we've done for a while, even when my oldest daughter was in public school, a couple days or a week before she started school, a new school year, my husband and I would always take her out and do something fun with her. So she usually got to pick where we ate for lunch. We would go to like a bouncy place or Sky Zone or wherever, go bowling, go to a movie, and kind of make a date out of it. And that was always a tradition that we had on one day, you know, close to before school started. In addition to taking her out and getting like her supplies and her special folders and a new backpack and all those things, and kind of making it a fun event. Even if you homeschool, you can still do that. You can still have like an end of the summer party and have a little get together with their friends, like we did with the girls' luau we had a couple weeks ago. So that was kind of an unbirthday party. It could have also been considered an end of the summer party, however you want to think about it. But maybe have a little get together with their friends. Maybe have a sleepover and let them stay up late because, you know, when school starts, they'll have to be getting up a little earlier and not being able to sleep as late, stay up as late. So, you know, things like that. So I encourage you to do maybe a fun day date before school starts. Also, and something that my mom started with me and my brother growing up that I have continued to do with my oldest daughter when she was in public school, and I've done this now with homeschooling as well. Just because we homeschool, I haven't changed the tradition of getting them a gift for the first day of school. So this year, my youngest is getting this Barbie Spy Squad doll that she wanted. Now, this is a pricey toy, but if you were watching my vlog a couple weeks ago, I talked about how the Kroger we went to had a lot of toys on clearance. And this doll was regularly $20. She was on clearance for $5. So I had originally got it thinking it was going to be a Christmas gift, and then I was like, wait a minute, I forgot to buy the back to school present. So this is going to be my 6-year-old's back to school present. And she's also going to get some of this Finding Dory washi tape that I found at the Dollar Tree. My oldest daughter is going to get these earrings from Kohl's, butterfly drop earrings, which she liked. I got her those, and then she also has the Finding Dory washi tape. So just something fun to get them excited. They really look forward to that. And then of course we always take a first day of school picture, just like they do usually when you're in public school. You usually take a picture of your kids like in their backpacks. You know, just to make sure that you're not forgetting those little details that mean a lot to you and that mean a lot to the kids. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Like I said, you know, you can get things on clearance, you can make them something, just some kind of a little something to make the first day of homeschool special, because they're still in school, it's still important, it's still kind of a rite of passage that they go through as they get older and go from year to year and grade to grade. And I want to make sure that me personally, and then to encourage you to make sure that you're doing whatever you can to make your homeschool special, because it can be easy to get lax about that just because you are home. I hope this video gave you a little bit of motivation and encouragement and inspiration, and just open up the communication of if you do something special for your kids for homeschool whenever they start a new homeschool year, or if your kids are public school, do you have any traditions or fun things that you do with your public school children that maybe would translate over to homeschool? So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.